Okay, so a pretty huge legal ruling just came down, and it's effectively locked away a critical report from Special Counsel Jack Smith's investigation. We're going to break down what this all means, why it happened, and frankly, why this is a major development you're going to want to know about.
So, this is really the central question we're unpacking today, isn't it? A report that seemed like it was about to go public has just been sealed by a court order, and it's raising a ton of questions. Let's start with the ruling itself.
All right, so the heart of this whole thing is a permanent order from a federal judge. And let me be clear, this is not some temporary thing. Nope. It's a definitive move designed to keep this document out of the public eye for good.
So, U.S. District Judge Aileen Cannon, she's the one who made the call. It's a legally binding decision that flat out bars the release of the final report from Special Counsel Jack Smith. This is a huge move that stops the document in its tracks, and honestly, it sets the stage for what's probably going to be a fascinating legal fight.
And listen to how comprehensive this order is. It's not just about the people in charge right now. It binds the entire Justice Department, from the current Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to literally all of her successors. So, in effect, this report is locked away in a vault for the foreseeable future.
So, that begs the question, what's actually in this report that's being kept under such a tight seal? You know, it's really important to understand this isn't the entire report from the special counsel. There's a really key distinction we need to make here.
Okay, so the special counsel's findings were split into two volumes. Volume 1, that was the one focused on the 2020 election probe. That's already out there, it's been published. The court order we're talking about today applies only to Volume 2, which, as you can see, covers a completely different set of allegations.
So, just to be crystal clear, this sealed section, Volume 2, this is the one with the findings on the alleged mishandling of classified records and obstruction. This is the part of the investigation that everyone was waiting for, the part that was about to be released right before the judge stepped in.
Right. So this all leads to the big question, why? Why was this decision made? And what's really surprising is who was actually arguing to keep this report under wraps.
So let's get right into the judge's reasoning. In her order, Judge Cannon actually laid out some very specific legal justifications for why she decided to block the release of Volume 2.
The court's justifications here are pretty fascinating. The judge cited a risk of what she called manifest injustice to the defendants. She also pointed to the need to protect their presumption of innocence and the fact that the report contains sensitive discovery materials from a case that's still ongoing.
And here is where the story takes a really interesting turn. This wasn't just the judge making this decision in a vacuum. The Justice Department itself argued to keep the report secret. Yeah, you heard that right. A bit of a surprising twist in all this.
The government's official line is that the report is privileged internal deliberative material. Basically, in plain English, they're saying they see it as an internal memo, something meant for government eyes only, not for public consumption.
But, while the report is sealed up tight, this story is far, far from over. A legal battle is already brewing, and it really could change everything.
And this is a really critical detail. Judge Cannon ordered the report to be sealed, but she specifically refused a request to have it destroyed. So the document is preserved. It's locked away, sure, but it's not gone forever.
So, what's next? Well, first, we know the report is safe, it's preserved. Second, transparency groups are already appealing to a higher court, trying to get this decision overturned. Third, the appeals court is fast-tracking the case, which is a pretty good sign they see it as urgent. And that brings us to the final point. The fight for public access? It's really just getting started.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? The report is sealed, but with a big legal challenge already underway, you have to wonder, for how long? This is absolutely a legal battle with huge implications, and it is for sure one we're all going to be watching very, very closely.